I woke up this morning with a bit of a cold and fever, but better than any medicine is being here on the racetrack with 640 horses, 600 Nm of torque in the newest evolution of the Lamborghini Huracan. Yes, we're here to test the Lamborghini Huracan Evo, and we have a test track to play with it on. What could be better than that? I lift the bright red lever that safeguards the start button and press down. The wonderful throaty growl of the naturally aspirated V10 brings the Huracan Evo to life, sending a shiver up my spine. Any petrol head would understand exactly why. The agenda for the day is a convoy drive, and I'm hoping that I'm in a group where we get a good run. The acceleration is just manic. We're taking it a bit easy because the track is wet today, so this is the outlap. We start off a little carefully watching the puddles, but we're here on the MMRT track because we need to get a full taste of the upgrades that come with the Evo. With this midlife update of the Huracan, it gets 6 times better aero and 7 times more downforce. It also gets a new party trick called, well, let's get this tongue twister right, Lamborghini Dinamica Veicolo Integrata. Let's just call it LDVI. The LDVI is a new brain to the car which predicts things for the driver, and we'll get into that later. There are 3 modes and we get into Corsa, that is the full-on track mode. In Corsa, you're only allowed manual shifts. And as I whip through the gears, the upshifts come with a nice whoomp of torque. Power is up on this version and it carries you to the 100 mark in just 2.9 seconds. And we can carry some real speed into the corners. As I dive into the corner and brake hard, the LDVI is working behind the scenes, doing its math to ensure that I can have my fun but still stay completely in control. In Corsa mode, this car just feels so sharp, so balanced. I mean, anybody would feel like a hero. I know I've been instructed to stay in Corsa, but I'm tempted to kick it into Sport, which I'm told allows you a little more degree of fun. And it does. You can get the tail out quite easily. Once again, the LDVI does its work, letting you feel like an ace driver before stepping in and pulling it all back together. It dives in electronically, working with the rear wheel steering and torque vectoring systems to get you back on track. This is insane. It is absolutely insane. Pretty soon we're driving on the limit. Well, my limits at least, and the Lambo is as intensive to drive as it always was. It is just so razor sharp as it dives into the corners. The third mode is Strada, which means street, but I never used it because we were out on a track. And between Corsa and Sport, the Lambo did show me its evolution. That was driving on the limit, well, at least for me. And the car pretty much did everything. It was just predicting what I was going to do next and keeping me glued to the track, no matter what I did. It was time to wind the adrenaline down and take a look at what else had changed with this update. Well, there's no doubting that this is a finely crafted interior with the double-stitch leather, the glossy chrome playing with the light, but drawing attention is the new touchscreen. Yes, we're in the age of connectivity and even Lamborghinis have gone there. But this is not just an infotainment system, it gives you a whole host of information, loads of modes. It also has telemetry to tell you what you've been doing when you go around a track, how you can improve. And of course, it also has Apple CarPlay. But who needs Apple CarPlay when you have that? On the outside, the keener eye would notice the new front bumpers, larger air intakes, and the exhaust pipes that have been moved higher up with a number plate amidst them. But there are more changes than meet the eye, especially in the underbody and the finest of refinements that have led to the increased aero and downforce that I mentioned earlier. Priced at 3.43 crore ex-showroom, the Huracan Evo is just about 30 lakh over its predecessor, which if you gather it all in, comes off as a pretty good buy. Yes, there will be those that perhaps won't like the extent of the electronic aids, but there are far more that probably will. Okay, so that was a complete thrill. As you can see, I am smiling. And who wouldn't be after driving something like this? Well, the earlier Huracan may have been a little bit edgy, but this one actually is just so drivable. That doesn't mean it's got soft in any way. It can let you have loads of fun, and as you skip through the modes, it really changes its character, lets you be who you want to be, whether you want to drive easy, whether you want to have fun sliding sideways around a track, or whether you just want to be glued to the road. It can handle everything. Let me tell you, this can make anyone feel like a race car driver.